In problem 7, we're given a really what is a trig graph, and the new exams, first exams starting in 2014, are not going to specifically ask you for pieces of the trig function. So I don't think that you'll see. Now, I haven't seen I haven't seen obviously the 2014 exam, so I don't think that you would find anything like problem part D in this problem where you're finding the value of b. However, I certainly think that it would be reasonable to ask you to look at a graph that represents a real life situation like this one and come to some conclusions about it. So I don't see any reason why a person who hasn't had pre-calculus, who hasn't studied trig functions, would not still be able to answer the first few parts of this problem. Write down the time at which the water reaches its maximum temperature. So we've got time in hours along the x-axis and temperature on the y-axis. Certainly you can see that the maximum occurs at 12 o'clock or 12 noon. And the reason we know that that's noon is because I think, does it say that it's the time after midnight? 24-hour period. It doesn't say time after midnight, but you should assume that 0 is midnight. And this would be 12 o'clock, or you could write 12 o'clock noon. Anything, I think, would be accepted in that situation. Write down the temperature at 6 o'clock. So 4, 5, 6. And the temperature would be 20 degrees Celsius. Let's put units on that problem. Write down the time interval during which the temperature is higher than 20 degrees. So I can see that. I'm going to change my pen color to red. From 6 o'clock to, and we're on a 24-hour scale, so 16, halfway between 16, that'd be 18. So anytime that time, I'm going to use t, is greater than 6, but less than 18, would be when the temperature is above 20. Now, I did read in the mark scheme that they would accept either those inclusive interval or exclusive. It wouldn't matter if you had those equal signs there or not. Calculate the value of b. Well, for those who had pre-calculus, you'll remember that the b value is the frequency, and when we worked in radians, we used 2 pi, but IB isn't going to test anything on radians, so if we were asked to calculate the value of b, we would use 360 degrees, and we would divide by the period, and in this case, the period is 24 hours, so for this problem, the b value would be 15.